Feels good to win the big ones, doesn't it, Kevin? Huh? You must feel like heavyweight champ of the world.
Yeah, it's great.
You see the look on that Jason Webb when the judge sentenced him? You could see the cell doors slamming in his eyes.
Yeah, well, I say good riddance. I've got no patience for anyone who tries to tear this family apart.
So I assume that Jason was found guilty.
No, the worthless lowlife pleaded guilty.
Oh, Asa, what a shame. I'm so sorry you were denied the pleasure of seeing him dragged kicking and screaming to his fate.
Vicky, 90 days is not exactly cruel and unusual punishment for kidnapping a baby.
And what about our new champion here? Is he as giddy about this smashing knockout as his two coaches are?
Yeah, actually, this is one of the best days I've had in a long time. I've got Duke, Jason's got a little time, and Leanne's got nothing.
Oh, no, vengeance, Kevin. You also have vengeance.
Jason Webb kidnapped your grandson.
To give him to his mother. And my grandson was returned unharmed. That boy should never have been prosecuted.
And what should this young man have been, Vicky? A little milquetoast who rolled over and played dead?
No, I was hoping he would behave like the decent, caring, compassionate son I thought I had raised.
I did what I thought right, Mom.
Clearly. I guess that's what makes me so sad.
But not so sad that you couldn't pay a visit to a friend in need.
Leanne must be devastated.
Well, she backed the wrong fighter.
Tell me something. Have you made any plans regarding Leanne's rights to Duke? I mean, surely you must have thought about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm way past that. It's already signed, sealed, and delivered.
How could he do that?
He did it for me.
Oh, did you ask him to plead guilty?
No, I wanted him to fight, Wanda. He just thought it would hurt me, and Jason would never, ever do anything to hurt me. Oh, God, what am I going to do? Wanda, I love him so much. I love him so much. I can't stand being without him, Wanda. I've lost him. I've lost everything.
All right. Let's not talk like that. You haven't lost him. He's just in a different place for a little while. Now, Jason will come out of jail in just a couple of months, and you're going to be able to see your baby again as much as you want. You'll see.
What makes you say that?
Well, I saw the way Kevin was looking at you in that courtroom. No. Sweetheart, he still cares about you. Now, listen, you mark my words. In just a little bit of time, he's going to let you be with that baby anytime you want to be.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. I swear. I swear on a stack of junk mail. Wait a second. This is not junk mail here. This is a letter. It's a letter for you.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, Wanda, you don't know how wrong you are.
What is that? What is that?
It's a restraining order, Wanda. It's a restraining order. It says I have to keep 50 feet away from Duke or else I'm going to be arrested.
Look, I got Temperanceeville, Virginia. What I need is where in Temperanceeville, Virginia, Luna charged the $850. Yes. Okay, Terry's Service Center. Thank you.
Where are you off to in such a hurry?
What's it to you?
Maybe a lot. It's got to do with a certain ex-employee of yours who's fond of carrying a knife and a harmonica.
Luna's with Pruitt.
You know that for sure?
It's the only reason she'd be using a corporate charge card to buy gas in Virginia.
Back south. I knew it.
Which is exactly the direction I'm headed.
No, you're not. You're not taking the law into your own hands.
You going after them?
That's what this is for. Now, what's the address of the gas station? Give it here.
You think I'm going to sit here on my butt and do nothing? Think again.
Hold in. It's not a request.
Deborah? Deborah?
One Life to Live, brought to you by Tide. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Mind telling me what you folks are doing here?
Well, we were getting a little shut-eye until you gave us that wake-up call.
Sleeping in the middle of the afternoon?
Well, I was tired, so I pulled off, and I guess we just kind of dozed off. But, I mean, I think that's a lot safer than pushing it and maybe falling asleep at the wheel, don't you?
Where are you headed?
Well, down south, just kind of cruising.
Where from?
Up north a ways.
May I see your driver's license and registration, please?
Come on, officer, we were just taking a little nap.
Ma'am, please.
All right, yes, sir. See, I just got this car, and we were just kind of taking a little joyride. That's what we were doing here.
Could you take them out of the wallet, please? Why didn't you take over? Your friend here's so tired.
I don't drive. Don't have a license.
I seen you someplace. You from around here? Would you step out of your vehicle, please?
Now, officer, look, I know this is a part of your job, but don't you think this is a little extreme?
You too, sir. Step out.
Look, isn't this a little ridiculous here? I mean, since when is it illegal to pull off the road and take a nap? Or is being tired against the law now? What are we looking at, 30 days for drowsiness here?
A restraining order.
Vicky.
You are denying Leanne any access to her child, and on the day that Jason gets sent to prison. Why didn't you just beat the poor girl senseless?
Mom, the poor girl tried to steal my son. I'm just making sure that she doesn't do it again.
Do you seriously believe that you are protecting your son by hurting his mother?
Vicky, Kevin is doing exactly the right thing.
Spurred on by you, no doubt.
Clint, whose side is this woman on?
Well, not ours, not anymore.
Clint!
Well, listen to yourself. No matter what we decide to do, it seems like you turn yourself inside out looking for a way to go against us.
Us?
Us, yes, us, this family.
Well, that's funny. I thought I was part of this family.
Well, you know, I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that, considering that nothing we do lately seems right for you, or good enough.
That is ridiculous.
Is it? Then why is it that you are always worrying about outsiders and not about us? What about our feelings? What about what we need?
I am trying to be fair to everyone.
Well, maybe you should get yourself a little blue helmet and go to work for the UN, because what you're doing here isn't working.
Clint, hold it. We're done with one fight. Don't start another.
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to be a celebration.
It's more than that, Kevin. It's healing. In fact, today we're going to turn a page in the Buchanan family history. Start a whole new chapter where everything's going to come together again for us instead of flying apart like they've been doing.
How do we do that?
You just leave that to me, Kevin.
I am such an idiot.
Will you stop?
Stop what? I can't stop Kevin from lying, can I? I can't stop myself from believing the lies, Wanda. Every time I believe one of his lies, I end up getting slapped. What am I going to learn?
Will you please just be calm? Kevin needs some time.
Time to what, Wanda? Time to come up with the next lousy thing he's going to do to me?
No. He just needs some time to get calm himself. He needs some time to realize that the baby needs not only Kevin, but he also needs his mom, at which time he will realize that this paper is just exactly what it is, a mean, stupid little piece of paper.
I am not going to wait anymore until Kevin decides what he's going to do or think or feel. That's the story of my life with Kevin, Wanda. You know, letting him call the shots every time. I mean, he wanted to get married, right? I got married. He wanted me to move into Landfair. Hey, I moved into Landfair. He wanted me to stop working while I was pregnant, and I stopped.
Oh, sweetheart, it was just for a little while.
And you know, it felt so good when I came back. You want to know why? Because it was my decision, Wanda. It was my choice. I'm just not that same little cowgirl from Sweetwater anymore.
Nobody thinks you are, Leanne.
Except sometimes I think like her, Wanda. And that's the trap. Because I end up letting other people make my decisions for me, and when they turn out to be people like Kevin who only think of themselves, I end up getting screwed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear a little page from his book, and I'm going to do exactly what I want. And what I want right now is to see my son.
The magic wand of the 20th century. You speak into it, and presto. Caterers scramble to bring food, florists rush to deliver flowers. Clint, I want you to deliver your brother.
I say, you seem to have forgotten that this is my house. And I don't think a party is appropriate right now.
Well, isn't this my house, too? Or has that changed like everything else around here?
Of course not.
Well, then I think a party is a great idea. I think it's just what the doctor ordered. What this family could use right now is a big shot of solidarity. I think I'll just give Bo a call from the study.
Mom, Dad's right. And you could at least be happy for me.
As I told you earlier, I do not see that there is any cause for celebration.
Kevin, let your mother stew in her own juices while you and I find more agreeable liquids.
You got it, Grandpa.
Lisa and Kevin look like a couple of roosters on parade. What's going on?
I don't really know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. People I have loved and lived with half my life are changing right before my eyes.
Into what?
Roosters. Bears. No, they're changing into strangers. Do you think it's possible to know someone really, really well, I mean, intimately for years, and then to realize you don't know them at all?
I think it's absolutely impossible not to, if you're me lately.
I assume you are talking about Kane. Hmm?
Yeah. Vicky, I tried to talk Asa into hiring him back again, and I don't know, I just did it in secret is all.
You mean behind his back?
That's what Kane said. I mean, that's what he would have said if he had said anything to me. But see, I don't understand, Vicky. I was trying to help him. Why does he take it like it's some kind of betrayal?
I don't know. Brings us back to the original question, doesn't it? How much do we ever really know about anyone else? Never mind, he'll cool down. Most people do.
What's going on between you and Clint? I mean, you wouldn't be talking like this if something wasn't wrong.
You're right.
I thought you guys worked everything out when you went to Arizona.
Oh, so did I, but I guess that just goes to show how wrong I can be about myself, because I was wrong. I'm very much afraid that the problems between Clint and me are only just starting.
You think I'm going to wait here and park my fanny in Landview knowing that Luna is off in Virginia with an escaped murderer?
I'm telling you, I'm not going to have my pursuit of Charles Pruitt botched up by some hothead civilian.
Oh, talk about botching it up. Who botched it up in the first place? Who let him escape?
Watch your step, friend.
You watch your face, friend.
It's a real beauty, isn't it? Pruitt's little gift to me.
Yeah, somehow I get the feeling you're not telling me the whole story.
About Pruitt?
No, about you. I get the feeling something's just a little wrong, like you're not playing by the rules.
What rules would those be?
The basic rules. I called a couple friends at the Lambview police station. Guess what? They never heard of you, Vern. Now, unless I'm way off base on this, it's standard police procedure for out-of-town officers to check in with local forces on any investigation.
Who said this was a standard situation?
They don't know you.
No, they just said they don't. There's a big difference, friend. They know I'm here. They're just not telling you.
Why wouldn't they?
Because you're not a cop. You're not one of us. When a man hurts a police officer, the rest of us close ranks. All of us are on that man's tail. All of us want him caught. Gets to be a very private, personal matter. Understand? Maybe that's why I'm so touchy about you sticking your nose in where it's not welcome.
I don't need your welcome. In fact, I don't particularly want your welcome. I want Luna to be safe. She's my best friend. If she's in any trouble, I'm going to do whatever I can to get her out of it.
Not with me, you're not.
Fine. You either hit the road with me or I follow you down, and either way I'm going, and there's nothing you can do about it.
All right. Come with me if you want. There's no time to argue.
What a waste. Let's go.
One more thing, Holden. As long as you're with me, I'm in charge. So you stay out of my face. Got it?
Forget those flowers. The most beautiful one in the world just waltzed in. So, what did he say?
Who?
The doctor. You had an appointment with him today, right? Did he give us any good news? Are you pregnant, honey?
Asa, first of all, the doctor is a she. And as far as being pregnant, perfect timing, as usual.
Well, that's what I get paid for.
Speaking of timing, can you believe it? 3 of us together. A couple of months ago, you two would rather be caught dead than be in the same time zone together. Now you're working together, moving towards the same goal. Who'd have believed it, huh?
Who would have believed it?
You two can bury the hatchet. Then this is going to be one hell of a celebration.
I agree. As long as Kane remembers who he's working for. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll go find our hostess.
Asa, I'm telling you, you put Blair and me together, you're going to get more conflagration than you are collaboration.
Why shouldn't it work to everyone's satisfaction?
Because she's not satisfied. More to the point, she does not like me.
You stick with me. You stick with me. That means you stay very close to my wife. Simple as that.
In theory.
Then I suggest you put it in practice.
Don't worry, Asa. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I will not let you down again.
I always said that you were a man who could learn. Nobody around to answer the door. What the hell do you want?
I want to see Kevin.
He's busy. Come back in a million years.
I'm not leaving, Asa.
You're lucky you can't leave, honey. See, if I had my way, you'd be staring through steel bars right now like your lover boy.
Look, you can't stop me from seeing Kevin.
Watch me closer.
Kevin, you can't do this. Please, you just can't.
Well, I don't see anything stopping me.
What about your word, Kevin? You swore to me. You swore to me up and down that if I brought Duke back to you, you would let me see him whenever I wanted. You promised me, Kevin. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Go get that keep of yours started.
This can't be happening.
I said go get the car started.
Why'd you have to do that?
Because he's a cop. They're all twisted.
Or maybe you are.
What'd you say to me?
I'm beginning to think that maybe Jim Burnett the bad guy after all. And maybe you're not that that honest soul I was reaching out to touch.
Hold it right there.
Oh my God, please don't shoot me.
Shut up, I'm not gonna shoot you. Or you think this isn't tearing me up? You think I like holding a gun on you?
Put it down, then, please, Wade.
Can't do that. I need you, Luna.
Look, I don't want to cause any trouble, but please just let me go, okay?
I can't do that either. Not now, not yet.
Man. Look, Swade, I won't tell anybody where you are. I swear, I'll pretend I never even saw you.
Look, I want you to drive this car where I want it to go. And if you do that, I guarantee you this will all make sense. Luna, I got my reasons for doing what I'm doing. And pretty soon you'll know exactly what they are, but I need your help. Will you help me?
I don't have any choice.
Kane, I knew you would forgive me.
I have not forgiven you, Tina. All right? I'm here because Ace invited me, and I have nothing to say to you.
Not even I'm sorry?
What do I have to be sorry about? It was you that ran to Ace behind my back, blackmailing Blair and who knows what else.
Yeah, but Ace ended up hiring you again, didn't he?
That is not the point. You almost cost me everything. You're lying and scheming. You have no right to interfere in my professional life, all right? Now, goodbye.
No, wait a second, Kane. No, listen to me. First of all, I did not interfere in your professional life. No, I resurrected it from the dead. And second of all, I am not going to let you say goodbye to me because I'm not going to let your childish, stupid pride get in the way of what we have together.
What we have together is a problem, Tina, and the problem is you're meddling, all right?
Like I'm the only one who ever hatched a secret plan, right, Mr. Hudson King Kaiser Calderon?
Excuse me, I have to go.
No, wait, Kane, just listen to me for a second, okay? Do you know what my life has been like the last year? It's like it's been put into a food processor and the dial was set on mulch.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about when you came back into my life and you started to charm me and my whole life just flew apart. Kane, I went from this nice, innocent, pure, simple mother of two into like a Carlo-dodging, diamond-hiding, costume-changing accomplice. I stuck my neck out for you a million different times. I ended up getting trapped in motel closets with you, locked in steel cages, boiler rooms, and then we get thrown in jail more times than Star Trek runs on TV, right? And then we make love, and it's not in a bed. It's in this red velvet curtains in this old abandoned theater.
You finished?
No, I'm not finished, Kane. Kane, I went against my family's wishes, and I nearly alienated all of my friends, and... Kane, do you know why I did it? Because I wanted to be with you. I did, Kane, and I gotta tell you, it was worth it. It was. I mean, I wouldn't change everything. I would do it exactly the same way,
Tina.
except that now that... No, listen, I'm not gonna just walk away empty-handed just because you're saying that it's over.
Well, what do you want me to do, huh? What do you want from me?
I want the one thing that I know that you can give me. Love. Because you are in love with me. Because I know you are. Because you told me so right to my face. And I know that it has to be true because you saying that. It's just... it's about the hardest thing you could ever say. Harder than you even saying that you're scared or than you're lonely.
Tina.
Just be quiet, okay? Just... Do you know how long it took for you to tell me that you loved me? It took you exactly the same amount of time that it took you to trust me. And it took me just a little bit longer to realize that I love you too. And Kane, just stop acting so childish and just grow up and just kiss me. Kane.
You are the kiss of death, lady.
Leanne, I only did to you what you did to me.
Which is what, Kevin?
Follow your heart. Yours told you to take my son away from me. Mine told me to make sure you could never do it again.
Honey, you are so lucky that Kevin has a heart as big and as foolish as it is. You should be in the slammer instead of being free to stir up trouble. And of course, that's all you really know how to do.
Is this what you want to turn into, Kevin? Do you want to turn into a man as cruel as Asa is?
It's never hurt me, honey. Kevin, you go back to the party. Alone. I'm going out for a walk.
You better leave, Leanne.
What are you, Kevin? What are you, Asa's slave? You do whatever he thinks is best? Kevin, please. Don't listen to him, okay? Please, you'll only hurt Duke.
No, you see, I would never hurt my son.
Then let me see him, Kevin. If you keep me away from my son, you know you'll hurt him. You know you will.
Why do you have to just confuse me all the time, huh?
I'm not confusing you, Kevin. I'm just telling you the truth. You know it's true.
No. No, I know what's right for my son, and you can't see him. All right? And I can't see you, Leanne. After everything that's happened between us, I gotta forget about you, okay?
Kevin,
just erase you out of my mind. And you're gonna have to erase Duke out of your mind, too, all right?
Kevin, please.
Look, Leanne, the problem is that every time I see you, Look, you just better go, all right?
Kevin, please.
Please.
I just want to...
Please. Now, go. Go, Leanne.
Why are you standing out here alone?
Oh, am I doing something else wrong? Garden isn't doing too good this year, is it?
No.
Seems like yesterday I came out and planted those lilies.
I remember. It was a beautiful day in the spring.
Had all my tools and all those bulbs, and I was so sure that everything was going to just come up great.
Well, you always are.
Well, things don't always work out the way you think. Vicky, I don't like fighting this way any more than you do. It just seems like we look at things from completely different angles.
I know. I was really hoping the time at the ranch would fix that.
Yeah, well, you know why it didn't? Because the location changed, but not the thinking.
The thinking?
Yeah.
No, I think you mean my thinking.
Well, you call me on everything. It's almost like you wait to see what I'm going to say, and then you take the exact opposite view just to get my goat.
That is so absurd.
Is it? Well, then explain to me, if you can, why is it that you tear into every move that Kevin makes to try and protect Duke, and at the same time you back up Joey when he moves some stranger into the house?
Billy Douglas is not a stranger. Joe's best friend.
He's also gay. And he's nothing but trouble for Joey. You saw that black eye he came home with from school?
Yes, I did. And Kevin is hurting people just as surely as those thugs who beat Joey up hurt him.
Kevin is only standing up for himself.
How? By knocking down everyone else around him? He is denying Leanne any access to her son just out of spite. That's why I'm angry with Kevin. But you are angry with Joey because he's trying to help somebody.
You got a way of making things seem so neat and so tidy.
But aren't they, Clint? Can you honestly stand there and tell me that you're right and I'm wrong? Billy Douglas is not allowed to move in with us because he's gay. And Leanne must never, ever, ever be allowed within 50 feet of her child ever again? I mean, is that it? Can you really stand there and say that?
You're damn straight I can.
Tell me this is all because of my meeting Sloan today.
You know what really ruins a garden? Weeds. It seems like they just come in out of nowhere. And they start choking the life out of everything that you want to live and grow.
Now, this is because of Sloan, right?
I called you today from the courthouse before we headed home, but you weren't home yet. Just how long did this little meeting with Sloan Carpenter take?
10 minutes. I talked to him and we settled things.
Oh, did you settle things or did you get him going again?
Oh, Clint!
Don't Clint me. It's started all over again, hasn't it? Just like those damn weeds. Once they get their roots into your property, they just don't want to let go.
Well, you kiss very well, Tina. Eh? You always have. It's just a pity I can't appreciate it anymore, right?
Kane, I only did this because I only talked to Blair and got her to change Asa because I knew how much you wanted to work with him again.
Tina, you know, I thought you understood how hard it is for me to trust people. Now, if you understood that, then why did you go to Asa behind my back?
All right. I goofed. I admit it, Kane, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You have a right to be mad at me. You really do. You just don't have a right to be mad at me forever. Come on, Kane. You know what this is like? This is like Christmas.
What?
It's like Christmas. It's like when you go out and you have that really special person and you want to get him that really, really wonderful gift. You know what I'm talking about? So you go out and you look all over for it and then finally you find it and it's like perfect. It's like the most perfect, excellent gift and you're so excited and you just know they're going to love it. And you take it home and you wrap it all up and you put it underneath the Christmas tree and you just can't wait until Christmas comes because you can't wait until they open it up. And then finally they do. They open it up. And they hate it. They think that it is the ugliest thing that they've ever seen. And you just stand there and you're covered in wrapping paper down to your ankles and you just feel like crawling underneath the rug. But Kane, I mean, you're like, you were just trying to please them, you know, and you didn't. That's all. I mean, how long can you be mad at somebody for something like that?
Well, just give me about 8 more seconds, huh?
Oh, thank you.
But baby, you gotta promise me though, no more gifts like that, okay? No more sticking behind my back, all right?
I promise.
Okay.
I promise. You too, though.
Me too? What? What?
Come on, Kane. Fair is fair. I mean, let's just make a promise that neither one of us is ever going to keep anything from each other.
Okay? Cut and seal.
Only if we seal it with a kiss. You leaving, Blair?
No.
I guess you can't have everything.
Well, if you must know, I was feeling dizzy. I just needed some air. Now, I need a few minutes with you. Alone.
Tina, why don't you go get us a couple of glasses of Ace's vintage champagne, and I'll join you in 1 minute, all right? I have some business to discuss here. Honestly.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you've obviously made peace with Tina. That doesn't surprise me. You're good at that. First Asa, now Tina. Gee, who's next?
You?
Oh, it's possible if you can face facts.
And they are?
That you are not Asa's golden boy, but actually my employee. Because Blair Daimler Designs is my company. And every decision affecting it begins and ends with yours truly. So, you're right when you say you can't have everything, Kane, because you are never going to have the upper hand with me.
You know, Blair, you remind me of a marionette because you think you're running this company, when in fact it's Ace up there who's pulling the strings. Now, why do you think he made me vice president of Blair Daimler Designs, For marketing? No. To make sure you do your little dance right. And that you don't get your strings tangled up with Max Holden. Because we all know what happens when Max pulls your strings,
Oh, so Asa only hired you to keep me away from Max? Kane, you don't need that glass of champagne.
Well, let's see if this jerks you back a bit, Blair. I know all about that scam you're pulling with Ace and your birth control pills.
Tina told you.
In exquisite detail. Now, you've managed to free yourself of her. But now you've got me hanging over you. And I'm not so easy to get rid of. So, tell me, Blair, who do you think has the upper hand now?
What can the ocean spray cranberry do that no other taste can do? Hit it, boys.
Bow, 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 bow,
Tiger.
He really is a wonderfully sweet little baby.
Yeah, he looks just like you, especially when he yawns.
You just woke up from a nap. I wish I could take one.
Don't worry, Kevin. You'll have plenty of time to rest when little Duke goes off to college. But right now, I'd like to propose a toast to a new wonderful addition to this already wonderful family.
Hear, hear.
It's no secret that my great-grandson's already had a very bumpy ride in his young life. In fact, the last couple of months hasn't been smooth for any of us. We've all had our ups and downs, problems, disagreements. Hell, there were times when I thought everybody was at everybody else's throat. I'm here to tell you all that's in the past. Because in front of us, we have one beautiful hunk of the future. And his name is Duke Buchanan. You see, Duke is not only a beautiful baby boy and an heir to a family fortune, but he is a symbol of growth, pride, and the love of life. To life, Duke. Life. And the future of this family.
Now, I would like to propose a toast, if I may, to Asa, whose stubborn persistence has not only kept the Buchanans together, but who has made it possible for me to announce that Duke won't be the only child joining the family this year. I'm pregnant.
I told you to get going.
And I told you the car's overheating again. If you want it to move so bad, won't you stick that gun under the engine and make it cool down? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, okay?
Look, I know this is rough here, but we can be there in less than an hour.
Where we gonna go, Swade, once we get there?
Raven Point,
What's that?
place I used to live.
What's gonna happen when we get there?
All your questions will be answered for one thing.
You all right?
Yeah, this guy got me from behind while I was talking to his girlfriend.
This guy?
That's him.
What about the girl?
Slim, lots of dark, wavy hair, real pretty.
It's Luna.
They took off heading south, right?
Yeah. Oh, and there's something else. The guy got my gun.
What? Come on. I said come on, we gotta find him.
There's no way we're going anywhere till we know this man's okay.
What about Luna? Is she gonna be okay? Where the hell is Swade gonna take her? What's he doing with her?
I didn't want to say this before, but now that it looks like it's really going to happen.
What's really gonna happen?
I think Pruitt's got this twisted idea in his head to relive the past, his past.
What the hell does that mean?
First off, he's retraced the steps, heading south. That means his family are White Heart City in North Carolina.
Yeah, right back where he came from.
There's also this plantation, Raven Point. I told you about Pruitt's wife, Deborah.
The one he murdered.
Right. Well, Deborah's daddy owns Raven Point. That's where Pruitt cut her to pieces.
So why is he taking Luna there?
This. You see, if Pruitt wanted to do everything all over again, he's got the place and the face. And I hate to say this, but the rest, and your friend Luna Moody, just may be history.